The Mandela Effect is a mass phenomenon first named by Fiona Broom in late 2013. It points out certain common cultural misrememberings while speculating about the possibility of alternate universes and groups of people jumping between them, causing discrepancies in collective cultural memories. It sounds kinda out there, and there's no way to prove anything empirically, but after checking out some of the evidence presented, I thought it's worth taking a closer look and sharing my thoughts on the topic. If you're one of the few who's closely been following my channel up to this point, you'll know that screwing around with time travel and alternate dimensions is kinda my thing. Long story short, I landed a part-time job as a Time Lord when an alternate version of myself kinda broke time and started this whole huge internet drama war while seeking YouTube fame, and I had to clean up his mess. It's a fun job, but no one told me that the hours are insane, and Time Lord is an unpaid position. Anyway, the point is that as someone whose personal timeline canon is Swiss cheese, I feel I'm qualified to talk about this topic and try to sort some of it out. So whether you're trying to figure out if you're in your home dimension and trying to get home, or just curious about what all the fuss is about, join me as we talk about my top 5 Mandela Effect examples. Number 5. The Berenstain Bears. I and many others clearly have memories with it being spelled with an E, but you'll find very little physical evidence to back this memory up. Berenstain just sounds stupid to me. Could just be a bad remembering mixed with the occasional typo. Easy enough mistake. Let's see what else we have here. Number 4. Froot Loops. Again, myself and many others remembered the name of this popular cereal being spelled correctly. Sometime in the late 90s I noticed it changed over. Also, they never quite tasted as good after that. I always figured it was because they stopped using actual fruit in it. Number 3. The spelling of definitely. Okay, so I tend to write a fair amount, kind of fancy myself a writer, but I consistently spell definitely with an A instead of an I and get that annoying red spell check line constantly. Some say this is simply the most misspelled word in the English language, but this actually explains a lot. My spelling isn't bad, your universe is bad. Number 2. Various misremembered movie lines. Okay, so what did Darth Vader say to Luke at the end of Empire?
Luke, I am your father.
Right?
No. I am your father.
What was the name of the antagonist gremlin in Gremlins? Spike?
Hey, look, that one's got a cute little stripe on its head.
What spell did the Queen use to awaken the mirror in Snow White? Mirror, mirror on the wall, right? Wrong again.
Magic mirror on the wall, who is the fairest one of all?
These can be easily explained away as these being hugely iconic scenes in highly iconic films, and the misremembering stems from being exposed to misquoted references in other media over the decades. But this last one. Number 1. A Beautiful Day in This Neighborhood. This is where I draw the line. There's no way that this iconic song from Mr. Rogers says anything but "It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood." The word "this" in that context is extremely exclusionary, and I know that the Mr. Rogers neighborhood I grew up with wasn't about that. But there's no evidence whatsoever to back up my memory, leaving me befuddled. Clearly our memories are unreliable and things get mixed up over the years, but with so many specific common discrepancies, it's hard to just wave the phenomenon off as a whole. It's also a lot of fun to speculate about other universes and timelines, not to mention that there is indeed some scientific merit to the infinite universes theory backed by some of the greatest scientific minds of our time. The limited nature of this phenomenon would lead me to place it closest to the tangent universe theory, which I explained briefly in my review of Donnie Darko. It's kind of a one-off disposable clone universe that allows the prime universe to straighten its shit out when something breaks, while still obeying the laws of physics. Which would be pretty bad news for anyone in the tangent universe, but is necessary for the survival of the prime universe. Anyway, those are my thoughts on some of the evidence and concepts presented by the Mandela Effect. What do you think? Do you have any false memories from your childhood that you can't quite explain? Leave me a comment below. Once again, this is, was, and always will be FadeDragontear, hoping this universe doesn't collapse in on itself. Peace out.